burning. Still got some cooking to do. I've been gathering evidence for the police about Clarion. I'll tell you what, I just started looking through it. I think my strongest bit of evidence is going to be the letter from Amy. In fact, I've seen various documents. Got my briefcase out, look. Not got any stuff in it yet, we will have. We've got a nice letter from Amy here. In fact, we've got a huge letter from Amy. Which basically supports what I'm saying and doesn't support what Clarion's saying. All I know is I'm going to start listing what was in my house. I'm going to have a huge claim. I'm going to take them to the washers, mate. In fact, tomorrow morning, I'm going to ring my solicitor, criminal solicitor. I'm going to run it by him. Yeah. He'll probably say, "Wow, you've calmed down, Phil." But he always knew I wasn't a big fucking bad man. I was just doing crazy stuff. Unlike the regular hooligans he gets. Right. So we're going to need that briefcase. Quite a bit. I'm going to take quite a bit of evidence. You steal this book, I'm going to start printing something. Seriously, see what one of my neighbours has come out with. The Traveller. The only one that don't like me up the whole road. They come out with some right bullshit. And like I said, I'm going to expose it all. And I've kept every document. And it reads like a comedy. It reads like some kind of comedy. Because Marcy Pepper's pulling the strings. And her little gophers are all just going, "Yes, Marcy, yes, Marcy." Well, Marcy, guess what? I found your address, I found your car, and I found a picture of you. Boom! You're not very hard to find. Not that I'm going to do anything. But yeah, that's how easy Marcy was to find. All on Google. Really, she should be, I don't know who she should be working for, but it shouldn't be housing. Yeah, what a moron. I tell her as much as well. She's probably why she don't like me. Right, we got to who it main concern. See, what I'm going to do is get Steve's back tomorrow, my social worker. I'll get him to write a letter. But I've looked at it every way that you can look at it, and it's completely illegal what they were doing. Yet, like I said to the copper, if I went round there and got all my stuff back, you'd be nicking me. You know what I mean? And I said, oh, that'd be, I said, I'll take my chance with the judge there, but breaking in your old home so you can get your own property out. They'd just get thrown out of court. Not that they'd even get there. They just like to try and jar your brain a bit. But it don't really jar mine. They just make me laugh. I've got to tip these out. Staples. But Marcy's throwing my stapler out. She's throwing my laser printer out, I think. I don't know, they're going to have to pay thousands of pounds. Plus all my tiles and all my building gear and that. Like, it's all on video. I tell you what, she needs a tile right round the head. Marcy Pepper. Try and knock some shit into her. Knock some brains into her. Fucking pen pusher. She don't like it because I didn't kiss her ass. Kissing her feet like all the other fucking people. Fuck that. I ain't kissing nobody's ass, mate. I'm too old for all that ass kissing shit. Do you know what I mean? And Marcy will retire on a big old pension, made up of all that money she's robbed off people and old age pensioners and whatnot. And that young mum with the baby, that's what set me on my crusade, really. That's why I kept going for 13 years, because I remember that young girl and the baby, and they were coming out with some right bullshit. Clarion were. And I did say, I did actually say to my dad, he said, what are you going to do then? I said, I'm either going to move or I'm going to see her and annoy Clarion. So I laughed, and my dad would be up there laughing. Don't know about my mum. Crazy, eh? But saying that, it's all worked out good. Yeah, I could still be stuck in that sad little village where everyone's just chats shit because they've got nothing better to do with their time. Deep tonight. In fact, last time I was in my village, I couldn't wait to get out. Probably because I've been over here, there's just more excitement. It's just sort of too boring back in the village. Anyway, there's the empty briefcase, and she's thrown away my filing cabinet, I think. Right, Joe, the old Bill needs to get up. In fact, I'm going to call them in a minute, the old Bill. They need to get their finger out, mate. Because if I got my finger out, they'd be straight round to nick me. Yeah, anyway, we've got paperwork there. Loads of it. If they want to get really technical, I actually asked for my complete NHS record from when I came out of the womb. Which is all of this. The whole life. Even when my mum took me to the surgery, it's all in here. All my diagnoses. Everything. In fact, it's quite interesting looking back at what you had when you was a kid. Is it German measles? I had that. Well, one of them I had. Yeah, measles. We passed it on all the spots. We need some more pens. We'll do that later. Right, that's it. We've got all the documents. I'd like to have gone to court and just thrown them all in the judge's face. Contempt of court, taken down. I'd do that, you know, just for a day in there. I think once you've been in one prison, you've been in them all. Not that we're going to prison. Unless I bump into Marcy and chop her head off or something. Become some sort of mad Clarion serial killer. Because out here, just for Clarion, just for you, Clarion, we've got all my chef's knives. And do you know what my favourite one is? The one that I take camping. That one. That's what you need out on the high street at night. That is a nice bit of blade. To be honest, you can chop them right up with a blade, but if you hit it with a blunt, bit, they'll have a bit of an headache. Then again, if someone was coming for you with the blade, it's totally legal to just go right crash with the blade. Whereas before, it would have been illegal and you would have got arrested. Whereas now, you can come downstairs with your bat or whatever, you hear the burglar, he shits the life out of you, you just run and bang him on the head. Completely legal. And obviously, you can legally kill someone because if they're trying to kill you, it's actually legal for you to kill them. Not that I'm advising that, but I suppose the law stands. Which is right, really, do you know what I mean? So I was trying to kill you. What do the courts want you to do? Lay down and take the bullets? I know for a fact, if somebody was looking to take me out properly, I'd take them out before they took me out. And I don't think I could quite easily kill someone if they were trying to kill me. I don't think I'd even have to think about it. I think as soon as your brain realises, hang on a minute, this person's trying to kill me, then it's him on. Yeah. You're going to see me on the news soon. Madman breaks into Clarion's office, starts chopping people up. They wish. I might break into Clarion's office and just piss on their computers or take enough value to what they owe me. That's another little plan in the pipeline. I've got a lot of pals from London, man. I've got best mates all around East London, South London. And they're all up for a bit of night work. Yeah. I've got friends from Whitechapel, Bethnal Green, Brixton, Streatham. Because I couldn't do it myself. I'd get carried away. But we'll see what the police do. The police might go, right, we're charging them. I should charge Marcy really with conspiracy to chatting loads of bollocks. I think she'd be completely guilty of that. I don't know who their solicitor is, but I'd like to get my day in court with her. Because they keep having to sort of revert back to the law, but it takes them a year to revert back. You could ask me anything about the law, and I'll be back in 10 minutes with the answer. How does it take a year? Their solicitor must have brains. Again. They're all probably rubbing each other, do you know what I mean? I'll rub you there. I'll meet you outside, Marcy. You know what I mean? Everyone's rubbing everybody. Little brown envelopes. Then you got me just telling them all to fuck off. And they're sending me judge's letters. The judge says you can't say F off anymore. I said, we can go and tell him to fuck right off, because, excuse me, English, but that's what I said to him. Never even met this judge. I'd like to, just because I could punch him in the head. Might not be able to punch Marcy, but I could punch him in the head for sure. Fucking moron. Anyway. Saying that, it's all worked out good. In fact, all my mates from around here reckon I've had a right touch getting in here. Let's see if there's any power in any of these vapes. And we'll get the drone up in a minute. Should we get the drone up? Where's the fucking vape gone? So where I put that? As my dad would say, where are you fucking put it? There we go, look straight on it. Oh no, that's the wrong one. I went and bought that one. I think that one's just going to burn. Oh yeah. That actually works. Surprised at that. Yeah, they all work. It was me moaning because I had to go and buy another vape when these all go anyway. Yeah. No, which can't wait till tomorrow. Can't wait to speak to the police. That's quite a nice one. Right. Let's go sit on the doorstep, shall we? Do a bit of curb calling. What we've got to do is turn that chicken off. I've been eating a lot better since I've been here. Turn that chicken off. Otherwise we'll cremate it. That should just cook off the rest of it. Yeah. What? Better set the alarms off. Keep setting the smoke alarms off. There we go. I'll show you into the light dark. I'll let that finish cooking on its own heat. Yeah. Didn't know I used to be a chef and a baker. Not that I'm ever going to do that again. A bit of rain earlier.